Hello and welcome to News Tonight. I am Rhoda Ngonzi and Sign Language Elizabeth Nakokoni. Let us dig into it. President Yoweri Museveni has today met a delegation from Shajar Chamber of Commerce and Industry, led by the Chamber's Board of Directors, Chairman His Excellence Abdallah Sultan Al-Owasi at State House Entebbe. Now, the delegation briefed the President on the progress of the construction of the airport in Kidepo Valley National Park. President Museveni okayed the construction of the airport, but advised the investors to be cautious about the safety of wildlife in the park. He also assured the Chamber of Commerce and Industry that they will be exempted from tax as they go about the project. President Museveni further promised to mobilize the Uganda Hotel Owners Association to build hotels in the area that will accommodate passengers who will be using the airport. His Excellency Abdallah Sultan informed the President that upon completion, the airport will have 3,500-meter runway to accommodate bigger aircraft like Boeing 777. Now, President Yoweri Museveni has met and held discussions with a section of Amuru district local government leaders at State House Entebbe. The President and the leaders, who included District LC5 Chairperson Michael Lakonyi and the district councillors, discussed development issues and other matters affecting the area. During the meeting, President Museveni advised the leaders to put emphasis on ensuring that people they lead embrace income-generating activities in order to fight poverty and improve their livelihoods.
So that really using this PDM money, which will continue coming, 100 million, it will continue coming, so that you build up a parish bank. So that even if you don't get this year, next year you will get it, we shall continue building it up. So that you get at least 1 acre of, if you don't have coffee there, if coffee can't grow, you have like oranges, like mangoes, like pasture for cows, like the 7 activities we mentioned them there, fish farming and so on. So that the two things, the politics and the poverty, then you can come to the other issues, these other issues like the schools, the health centers, the roads, the ferry, the irrigation project. Because the irrigation project is to consolidate. You already have a cash crop, like mangoes or what, and you want it to get water even during the dry season. But if you simply irrigate things where there is no chura, how will you get out of poverty, even if you irrigate? So you should get something which is an answer to Chan. You must give a clear answer to Chan. My medicine for Chan is either coffee. In that booklet, I have analyzed for you the chura. Now, now for the issue of the titling of the land, what we are trying to, because this confusion, Acholi, clan land, that land is not different from what it was in Ankole. The only difference is that in Ankole, because there was a strong kingdom which had united all the clans for a long time, the clan land was no longer so much talked about. although those clan lands were there, what was talked about was the kingdom land. It's the same idea. The land was now of the king, that the land was for the king. But even that, within that, we had family land. The king was, the part I was using was mine. So this idea of clan is not exclusive of family. Because that time we had family, where I had my kraal of cows, where my calves were grazing, nobody could come there, not even the king. Because this one is saying this, is saying that, so either you are right and I am wrong, or I am right and you are wrong. So therefore, when you talk about politics, talk about tere, what is this one? Like now these people say clan. For us we are saying, yes, clan, but development also. So that tere is good. You continue saying what you are saying. I'm also saying what I'm saying.
Now, President Yoweri Museveni has advised athletes that they must be disciplined if they want to go far with their sports careers. The president made the remarks today as he hosted a group of athletes at a luncheon at State House in Entebbe. The luncheon was organized by the president and first lady, who also serves as the Minister for Education and Sports, to congratulate the teams that have been doing well for Uganda in the past years. The athletes included those who participated in World Athletics Championships in Budapest, Hungary, and National Secondary School Sports Association Sports Association. The likes of Joshua Cheptegei and Victor Kiplangat, St. Mary's Chitende, Chibuli SS, St. Noah's Girls Secondary School, Kawempe Muslim SS, and Budo SS, among others. The president revealed that sports development in Uganda was a bit delayed due to bad politics in the past regimes where the country's economy totally collapsed. However, he welcomed the concept of developing minimum zonal infrastructure to promote sports from the grassroots. The president also informed sportsmen and women that government was going to allocate a bus to each sports zone in the country. On her part, the First Lady, also Minister for Education and Sports, Janet Museveni, lauded the patriotic sportsmen and women for bringing great pride to the country. She also appealed to government to enhance talent identification and development in more than 75% of the districts by increasing the annual subvention to the Uganda Athletics Federation from the current 3 billion to at least 10 billion shillings.
Such great pride as a nation. This afternoon, we gather here to exalt the name of our Lord as we celebrate the team of 20 athletes who represented Uganda at the World Athletics Championship in Budapest, Hungary, as well as the teams from the Federation of East Africa Secondary School Sports Association, who represented Uganda at several international games. Please clap for them again. And clap for our God, because without him, we would do nothing. The World Athletics Championship hosted 195 countries, and Uganda was ranked the 11th out of the 39 countries that won medals. It is worth noting that Uganda ranked higher than renowned countries, some of which have been mentioned already: Australia, Greece, Japan, France, and China. And for that, all honor and glory go to our God.
I want to congratulate the teams that have been doing well for Uganda in the past years. In the recent past, you have just heard of the performance in Oregon, in Budapest, now recently in Rwanda. Before that, we had Tokyo, where we watched the Olympics. So I really congratulate you. I am an old sportsman and a sports enthusiast and some sort of sports historian. But from the history, it's not only the long distance runners. As you hear, Akibua was a sprinter, 400 meters, hurdles. Then you had other people, Awori, this man Aguri Awori, before he became opposition and all those wonderful things. He was a very good sprinter for 100 meters. There was another boy, he died early. I don't know what happened to him. He was called Amukun. Amukun was very good 400 meters.
Now, President Museveni has also given Bishop Barbara Tibaijuka of the Diocese of West Rwenzori a brand new vehicle to assist him in his pastoral duties. The vehicle was handed over to the prelate vice president at her office in Kampala. The vice president said the vehicle was a fulfillment of a pledge made by the president during the consecration, where he was represented by Tom Butime, tourism minister. Speaking during the brief ceremony, Bishop Tibaijuka, speaking during the brief ceremony, Bishop Tibaijuka said President Museveni donates vehicle to the Bishop Barnabas of West Rwenzori. President Museveni has given Bishop Barnabas Tibaijuka of the diocese brand new car to assist him. Now, the Vice President, Jessica Alupo, has rallied public relations professionals under the Public Relations Association of Uganda to use their power and expertise to propel unity in society, as well as strengthen the spirit of the East African community. The Vice President said all Africans are one and have for long suffered artificial borders that distort the potential of people to tread, communicate, and exercise their sisterhood and brotherhood. The Vice President made the remarks at the official opening ceremony of the East Africa Public Relations Week.
Prioritizing dialogue as the first method of resolving those small hitches, because they affect our countries. And I would like to urge you in your dissemination of messages to propel messages of unity of the African people. Try to use your platforms to relate with our people culturally, the cultures of our people. They are very rich. Our president always guides us that when you are speaking to the communities, tell them that culture is very important. But there are very many good aspects of culture, but there are some which, because of the era in which we are now, this is the 21st century, we should shed. We need to step up our science, technology, and innovation. The president always talks in a very African way. That you and I should be asking that, what are those people doing in the sky? And if they are doing something good, then we should also go to the sky so that we can be able to dominate our environment and use it for the better.
The President for Tanzania situation, we have agreed I will be physically this time also in Arusha next year, and we shall be there for you all the time. During my address, when I spoke to you when in Mombasa, I assured you of the commitment of the government of Uganda and the importance that we attach to public relations and communication.
We need to put up a united front as communications and PR specialists. We can no longer afford to operate in silos or to.
Now, Primary 7 candidates have officially started writing their national examinations, with mathematics in the morning and social studies in the afternoon. In Kampala, the weather was forgiving, enabling our reporters to calmly tour a few schools to assess the situation.
At Nakasero Primary School, we found candidates on the assembly being briefed by the head teacher and the invigilator. Examination parcels were brought before the candidates to witness that they are untampered with. The head teacher, Nakasero Primary School, Rogers Nambuli, says all the 244 candidates turned up.
We have had our 244 children report, all of them, 130 boys and 114 girls. They are already writing their papers, and we are confident that they are going to do us very well because the syllabus was completed in time and we gave them a lot of revision. So we feel that they are ready. They are also giving us the same. They are confident.
At Palace Junior School in Chireka, 65 candidates registered to sit for this year's examinations, and indeed, all of them showed up, as the deputy head teacher, Johnson Abenaitwe, states.
Prepared these candidates enough, and we have given them a lot of tactics and techniques in order to attempt their primary leaving examination. We thank the parents for their support and the teachers who have truly taught them.
At Chitante Primary School, by the time we arrived, candidates were done with their morning paper, and some of them shared with us their experience.
And the math paper was, okay, it was fair. But some numbers, I think I left like one number undone because it was like somehow hard for me.
According to me, the paper was good. So everyone will reap what he saw.
The paper was fair because some numbers needed thinking. But I expect to get a distinction too. We have done our PLE and it has not been so easy, but it has been fair. I expect to pass because I have been revising.
The paper, it was fair to me because I had prepared myself for the paper and passing. I think I'll pass with flying colors.
The headmistress, Jen Chakwa Mujisha, says examinations arrived in time and everything went smoothly.
We had the first paper in the morning, and that was mathematics. The paper was delivered very early in the morning. By the way, it came before 8. It was already here. So our children were ready because we briefed them yesterday, so they were ready for the paper. We didn't have any challenge. All our children reported in the morning, and they were all ready.
A total of 749,047 candidates registered to sit for this year's primary leaving examinations, being conducted in 14,442 centers countrywide.
Meanwhile, there were some delays in the distribution of papers, examination materials to different centers due to poor road network and flooding of rivers. Let us take a look.
Wednesday, 8th November 2023 has seen P7 candidates commence with their final examinations. The candidates began with mathematics and social studies in the morning and afternoon respectively. In Impeji district, head teachers, concerned authorities and distributors of the question papers picked them from Impeji police post. Later, we visited the Lujumba Preparatory Primary School, and here all went well, but one pupil who battled heart-related complications didn't manage to sit the papers. Candidates and the school's head teacher shared with us their experience and expectations.
I'm ready for POE because our teachers have been giving us all topics and all subjects. I'm prepared because our teachers have given us more sets from different districts, and I know I'm going to score the best grade.
Tusaba Allah akuteremu obwangu akuwonye n'omuzadde tukusaasidde okuba nti omwana oyo tasobodde kutuula bibuuzo.
Other schools we visited in Impigi district included Impigi Parents, Bethan Primary School and St. Jude among others, where candidates revealed to us they looked forward to achieving better grades.
Era nsinga kukola subject ya math nja kufuna 8.
Leero wetusoose okukola ekibuuzo kyaffe ekya PLT tutandikidde mu subject ebadde ya math, naye paper tebadde nzibu nnyo yadde era osangamu ennamba ekaluba era tusuubira ffenna oyita with flying colors.
Zitambudde bulungi, twatuuse mu budde era tubaddewo ffenna bainvigireeto babadde bamala.
The education officer in Impeji district, Gerard Katongole, confirmed all was well apart from 2 pupils who fell sick in the course of the first paper.
Abantu baffe n'abaana baffe abakoze mu bibuuzo basanze obulungi. Tufunyeyo abaana babiri abalwadde Tabiro Primary School balwadde naye oluvannyuma ne bagenda maaso n'okukola ebibuuzo.
In Kasese district, over 2,723 candidates from 61 centers were registered by UNEB to sit for their final examinations this year. At Kasese Muslim Nasalan Primary School, 36 candidates have sat for their papers, and the headmaster Elias Kabega said they expect better grades.
No, I'm confident. Everything is ready.
And we are ready prepared for the exam, because if we are not prepared, I think many people could be having that tension of fearing the exam.
This year, 2023, we have managed to seat 36 candidates.
We proceeded to trusted care and the exercise moved on well. The education officer, Kasese District, Ernest Tabuga, reported that examination papers reached late in some centers due to poor road network.
There are not many challenges other than the delays for the exams on the way and dispatching. We used to relax some of the vehicles, but finally we dispatched all the distributors, and especially those going to the mountains, we needed the other motorcycles to carry the escorts. So it has been, but we have sorted out all that, and I'm sure we shall contain the situation.
At Uganda Matters Nyakasanga Primary School, the field was normal. However, the school's headmistress Imelda Mabunda said the examinations reached her center after the scheduled time to begin.
Some have already begun. It came a bit late. I don't know the reason. Maybe I think they began from Nyamamba East, then decided to end with Nyamamba West, which is near now the headquarters. And then when it reached, they arrived immediately. The supervisors picked it, entered the room, and the children were very in the room. So they did the best, and it started at 7 minutes past 9.
Mwaivan Juko for UBC.
Now, the beginning of the primary level examinations has been marked by instances of candidate absenteeism and last-minute transfers to other centers, and also candidates having to trek long distances to reach their examination centers. In Kasese District, River Nyamwamba has burst its banks due to heavy rains affecting movements of both the supervisors and examination distributors.
It has not been easy for us as journalists to cover schools that are near Nyamwamba River, because crossing the river was not easy.
Supervisors and exam distributors for the PLE 2023 in Kasese municipality are facing difficulties in reaching the centre due to the elevated water level of the river Nyamwamba. This is a result of heavy rains that fell Tuesday evening in Rwenzori mountains, causing the water level to rise significantly.
The most difficult and disappointing part of it is that there is no motorcycle, no vehicle that can reach the centre. And because of this, the distributor started with the farthest center in the mountains of Rwenzori, and up to now, as we talk, it is already 10, but we have not received exams.
Schools like Mbura Kasaka and Masule, located near the river Nyamwamba in Kasese municipality, can only be accessed by crossing the river on foot. This situation has raised concerns among PLE supervisors and officials, especially regarding the potential unpredictable behavior of the river Nyamwamba during the examination period.
In Kasese municipality, the exercise has gone so well, except my route, with an exception of my route, because it has two schools that are across the other side of River Nyamwamba, whereby there is no any bridge now connecting us to the other side.
At Kagadi Rakaikara Primary School in Kagadi Town Council, Reverend Francis Mugisa, the head teacher, reports that 2 male registered candidates did not show up for both the briefing and examinations. Meanwhile, head teacher Andrew Kaija of Agape Learning Center expressed dissatisfaction with the high registration fees.
Among the 94 children, 2 have not managed to sit for PLOE. They disappeared. Others I traced, one is in Masindi and another one is in Kyangwali in Hoima.
It would be to the government maybe to look at the costs involved in the exercise and management of PLOE registration.
Emmanuel Abigaba, the head teacher of Kagadi Model Primary School, mentioned that candidates from the other schools arrived late at the center due to long distances they had to trek.
One school which is a bit far, like Kyakavugaya, you see, the distance from here to Kyakavugaya is a bit, it's not easy, it's not a simple distance for a candidate to walk, so maybe.
The primary 7 candidates of 2023 reported that the first mathematics paper was of moderate difficulty and expressed hope for good grades.
Meanwhile, Uganda primary leaving examinations in Moroto and Nabilatuk districts have started well. Candidates, including mothers, turned up for the final exams at Leah Primary School in Katikekire Sub-County, Moroto District. 5 mothers from the same school sat for their exams, while 1 boy did not turn up for exams. 9 candidates from Loreng Duat Primary School in Nabilatuk District who registered did not turn up.
The primary leaving examinations in Karamoja sub-region have started well across most schools, and most candidates have returned for the final exams, including breastfeeding mothers. At Leah Primary School in Katikekire Sub-County, close to 100 candidates turned up for the primary leaving examinations. 5 of the mothers were learners of Musupo Primary School. 20-year-old Frances Codet is a mother of 1, narrates the challenges she has been going through her primary education.
Go to the restaurants, I do that like that. That's why I survive. Even that's why when I get pregnancy, I said, let me just get with someone who can take care of me. That's why I went to get married. But I said, no, even this thing cannot tell me, let me better do what? I'll go back to school. My future will be better than what?
4 other mothers have slightly similar challenges.
No food for the baby. No one can support us.
Who is the father of the baby?
It's not there.
Where did it be?
I'm alone for proper care of the husband that I got. And even as we are talking right now, I'm the only one catering for my own self.
Meanwhile, at Kakingol Primary School, only 3 boys were registered and turned up for the final exams.
Now, following the issuance of an advisory notice by governments of the United States and United Kingdom to its citizens against visiting Jinja City in Uganda just 2 days to the popular Nyege Nyege Festival, the Uganda Police Force and other sister security agencies have deployed heavily to counter any likely threat that may be intended to disorganize the revelers. The Deputy Inspector General of Police, Major General Geoffrey Kasigazi, and UPDF security personnel inspected Itanda Falls, where the Nyege Nyege Festival will be hosted. Major General Kasigazi started from Bugembe Playground, where the pre-Busoga Kingdom Royal Wedding Party will be held, before the main day to assess the security situation in and around the vicinity before he proceeded to Itanda Falls, a venue meant for the famous Nyege Nyege Festival 2023. At the two venues, Major General Kasigazi assured organizers, business community and those intending to attend the festival and pre-party Busoga Royal Wedding of maximum security.
Kwerinda wabadewe batiisa wabadewe ebitiisa naye bwe tutuuse wano ne tusanga buli kimu kirimu embeera nnungi ebyokwerinda na tugenda kwongeramu amaanyi kulaba nti buli omu ajja wano ajja kuba n'obukuumi obumala wano.
If you go to any hotels, everything is booked. People are making good money off guests. There's a lot of business activity happening around. So
Now, Commercial Court in Kampala has set dates for all parties to file written submissions in the case filed by Chirima Limited and 5 others against Dr. Hamlet Kabshenga. The case stems from a dispute over the ownership of 4 schools, Shifcode and Great Lakes Regions University in Kanungu District.
Case was filed by Chirima Limited, Uganda Development Initiative, Protestant Church of Epigin, Great Lakes Region University Limited, and Child to Family Community Development Organization Chief Code against Dr. Hamlet Kabshenga, the founder of Chief Code. In the case, Chirima Limited and 5 others are challenging Dr. Kabshenga's move to claim ownership of Chief Code schools, including the University of Great Lake Region in Kanungu District. Judge Anne Mugenyi has set 24th of this month for the plaintiffs to file their defense, and on 1st December 2023, Dr. Hamlet Kabshenga to file his submissions, after which court will deliver its ruling on notice. However, the court first had an application on how Marcus advocates came to represent Chirima Limited and how Onestinat Kwasa and Nyaushana Helima became directors of Chief Code, as well as Great Lake Region University, which Dr. Kabshenga objects.
Both companies have a way of appointing directors, which is by a vote taken by at least 50% of the quorum, in some cases at an annual general meeting. For them, the 2 of them privately wrote a resolution and appointed themselves directors. So I've never stopped being a director, because removal and appointment of a director is a clear process in our constitution.
The schools in dispute include Great Lake High School, Nyamirama Parents Primary School, Chirima Parents Primary School, Lutenga Parents Primary School, and Nyakamungo Parents Primary School, situated in Kanungu District.
They wrote letters, and I can show you the emails, saying I must develop a policy to show that homosexuality is welcome in Chief Code schools. And they were penetrating 21 schools in Kanungu.
Dr. Hamlet Kabshenga also warns against allegations that he received $1 billion from investors to build the alleged schools.
Ownership starts with property ownership. For every school that we have, I bought the land, and in many cases I hold the land title. Land is owned by the registered owner. Ownership is determined by the directors. The directors of a company, any assets in their names are not controlled by anybody else.
Initially, Dr. Hamlet Kabshenga, through his lawyer Patrick Alunga, had asked Judge Anne Mugenyi to recuse himself from this case, accusing him of being biased. But in her ruling, Judge Mugenyi refused. The prolonged dispute between Dr. Hamlet Kabshenga and Babas The founder and the chancellor of the university and plaintiffs forced National Council for Higher Education in 2021 to close Great Lakes Region University, although it was later opened. Deborah Namamonde, UBC News.
And with that, we take a quick break. When we return, more details.
Metu Bus Industries, Namamve, the manufacturers of buses for transporters, schools, tour operators, and special purpose vans and any customized vehicle. Metu Bus Industries offers a range of buses known for safety, comfort, and reliability. Depending on your needs, a bus can simply be a point A to point B people mover with just seats, or a special design that includes power outlet, Wi-Fi, television, refreshment center, and any other specification. Buy your buses from Metu and support industrialization of Uganda. Contact us on 0788 118586 or 0782 030303. Email us metuafricabus@gmail.com. Visit our website www.metubusafrica.com.
Jovia ng'oyolekera ku lugendo luno olw'obulamu nkuwa ekirabo eky'amaanyi agatazizibwa, amaanyi okulabibwa n'okuwulirwa mu mawanga ag'ewala ennyo, okutuuka buli wamu nga yadde togenzeeyo, ensi yonna ng'ekuli mu ngalo. Okutambula mu biseera n'okumanya buli kimu ekirina okumanyibwa. Jovia, kino kye kirabo kyange gy'oli.
Tewali kumuko ki ky'osobola okukola ku mukutu nnandameggwa ogwa MTN.
In this family, we can't agree on anything.
Martha.
We can't even agree on what to watch. All the games to play.
Martha.
Ndowoza Mulabi, we can't even agree on what to eat. At least the one thing for now we can all agree on is the soap to use. He likes that it's big and lasts long. Anti-economy. I like that it keeps my skin smooth. Ate alina echovu. And the children like that. It smells amazing. Everyone is happy. Movit soap comes in 4 fantastic flavors. Movit family soap is truly soap for the whole family.
Movit. All day confidence.
African Airline Association, in conjunction with Uganda Airlines, presents the 55th AFRA Annual General Assembly between the 19th and 21st November 2023 at Speak Resort Hotel, Munyonyo, in the heart of Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. In attendance will be 500 high-profile African and global aviation leaders, 40 airline CEOs making strides to transform aviation for development. The 55th AFRA AGA is proudly powered by
Sebo.
Yes?
This is the bill.
What?
Malaria testing, 10,000. Treatment, 100,000 since we put on drip.
Hey, Musao, can you read this for me? Before I brought my wife here, I'd already spent money on buying herbal medicine and drugs from the pharmacy, which didn't work.
But Sebo, the government gave out mosquito nets. Doesn't your family use them?
We got the mosquito nets, but they got holes and we didn't know what to do.
Protect your loved ones from malaria. Sew your mosquito nets whenever they get damaged to keep the mosquitoes away. Ensure all nets are tied up every morning to avoid damaging them. Ensure that everyone in your family sleeps under a treated mosquito net every night, whether it is a cold or hot season. Together, we can chase malaria out of Uganda. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health with support from Global Fund.
No malaria will catch.
Netu Bus Industries, Namamve, the manufacturers of buses for transporters, schools, tour operators, and special purpose vans and any customized vehicle. Metu Bus Industries offers a range of buses known for safety, comfort, and reliability. Depending on your needs, a bus can simply be a point A to point B people mover with just seats, or a special design that includes power outlet, Wi-Fi, television, refreshment center, and any other specification. Buy your buses from Metu and support industrialization of Uganda. Contact us on 0788 118586 or 0782 030303. Email us metuafricabus@gmail.com. Visit our website www.metubusafrica.com.
Lagos.
Welcome back. You're still watching News Tonight. Now with me in studio is Minister for Science and Technology, Dr. Monica Musenero. This week, the National Science Week kicked off, but tomorrow there is the official launch. And we want to talk a bit matters of science and where we are headed. This is the third edition, I believe,
yes.
Doctor. Welcome to our
Yes,
studios.
thank you so much. On Monday, we opened the gates of National Science Week 23. This is the third edition.
Yes.
And it's something really everybody should come and see. So because of the president's schedules, we couldn't open it on Monday, but he's coming tomorrow to open officially and to see the exhibition for himself. So this third edition, we have called it, we have themed it Uganda to Simbu Day. To Simbu Day in that we have taken off like an airplane takes off. So we are changing the gear where we're moving with science. We don't know what we're doing. We have really sorted all those things.
We now have figured it out.
Yes, we have figured it out. We have really figured out where we should go. So it's like an airplane takes off.
Yes.
We have now changed, we have now gone into the mode where science is a big determinant of how our society lives and how our economy runs. So science is going to make a big impact on our economy. It's going to contribute to the creation of many jobs. It's going to contribute to the changes in different sectors. We have now figured it out, and that's what we are showing at the National Science Week 23. But also we'll be launching some very unique initiatives. The President and Mama, the First Lady and Minister of Education, will launch the Young Innovators clubs. These are clubs which are going to be in schools, because we have got a lot of requests that we should introduce science and innovation to the young people
at the lowest
level.
So when you say these are in schools, are we at what age are we thinking?
We are going to start with primary school and secondary schools.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are going to be rolling this out in primary schools and secondary schools, and today we actually had a small exercise where we gave them a challenge. These kids are brilliant. They're so brilliant. We asked them to help us come up with a solution, a technology solution which can help address road accidents. The ideas were so amazing, so amazing. Actually, we are going to pick a number of them and work on them. I think we can find a solution to our road accidents. So Mama will be launching that.
Yes.
Then we are also going to be launching the e-mobility. You know, we are shifting from fuel vehicles to electric vehicles. So we have worked on a strategy for Uganda between now and 2040. How do we transition? Because many countries are going to be transitioning. So we have now worked out ours, and we have some milestones. For example, by 2030, we want all bodabodas and all motorbikes in Uganda to be electric. This is possible. We already have 1,000 on the road. And we have 6 innovators in the country who are already producing these motorbikes. And now we are moving to make the parts, the battery, which is the most important, the charging stations. So by 2030, we should be able to transition. And then mass transit, especially in Kampala, our air is really, really bad. It's making us sick. So we are working to transition the public transport in the city. Hopefully by 2030, we should also, at least public transport will have transitioned. Then we'll take additional steps. We want to electrify the government fleet so that they move in electric cars. And then we will have other people bring in the personal cars.
So, Doctor, all these cars you're talking about, cars, bodabodas, for public transport, for government fleets that we're looking, electric cars that we're looking to transition into, are going to be made by Ugandans in Uganda?
That is my wish. That is my strategy. That we shall be able, at least at the minimum, if there is any vehicle, to assemble them here. But for many, we shall be manufacturing the parts here. So when we reach, we should be, by 2030, we should be manufacturing a minimum of 5,000, and then we shall keep moving, not excluding the motorcycles. So we shall keep moving, and as we offboard the fuel vehicles, because we can't suddenly stop, we are building capacity, and we're inviting people to come and make these parts here. We can't do it all alone as Uganda, but we want them to do it in the country. Certainly there will be some that may be imported, but we want to make Uganda a net source of solutions. So for once, Uganda will be an exporter of these solutions using our own, but not importing a large component of it. Like now we import the cars, we import the fuel. It's just a total drain on the country. Then the last thing we shall be doing tomorrow, apart from, of course, touring and the president opening, is we are going to be launching a new initiative. We have scientists work in a way they sacrifice a lot. And when our children go to school, they are taught using examples of scientists. Edward Gina did this. They did great things. What about a Ugandan? There are Ugandans who have worked on science. So we are going to be launching an award for Ugandan scientists. I'll not give the details.
I was interested in that.
I'll not give the details, but we need to make it. Our goal is to make this as prestigious as the Nobel Prize. Yeah, we want it to be that serious, that because Ugandan science is going to become a big thing. It's going to be a big thing. It's going to drive the economy. Yes.
So, Doctor, as we wind up, many young people have come to these exhibitions and they've showcased their work that is brilliant. What happens after? For example, those of last year, what is happening? Is government funding them? Where are they?
Government can fund them. That is one area, one place where we discover and discuss and engage. But many of those who come to exhibit are people we have engaged with. So we bring them for two reasons. One, for them to meet potential clients who can take their things. But the main reason that we bring them, especially this year, is for them to meet investors. For the first time, we have invested a large number of investors in the country, 70. They are coming in the country. Some have already arrived, some are coming. So they meet investors. We do what is called matchmaking so that they can be able to fund this. Government may fund. Last year we did this. We had 10 innovations. We presented them to 3 investors and 3 of them got funded. So right now these investors are coming in. So apart from the money that government is giving us, this big number of investors are going to put money in these projects so that they can move very fast.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Thank you so much. I want to invite Ugandans to come to Science Week. We are still open until Saturday. Thank you very much.
And with that, we take a quick break. When we return, more details.
Thank you.
Era tutukanga tukola omuntu nti nigasita ndala mukaaga bitano sita isatu ash onige yes
nga obakubuza machanti
nga bamubuza machanti code nga tumukoba ata mu 7 bino ndija olumalirizawo ngata amwe sente dali kuwayo kumbaga ya mwenemu sawa yeneyo nga kyabazinga amwebaza nga tweyongere kai tujja mu kyalo ekindi
ekikoba embaga olunawa luti nga mwira
tulija kumala kai tweyongere emyezi mukaaga nga tukasumisa abantu momope
baba embaga ya mwenemu eriyo nga 18 kai emyezi omukaaga gyoli kuongeramu ojaji
oyidine bya momope abantu yembite yona bandeta momo ono ne bibali kumpaka ne bya momo pa bidi tyama kupichipichi ojo bisomese
beka muleke musoni we tyama ja
baba tuka bulungi
simbule embalasi asumulude
momo nyabo.
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cashback every week. It's free of charge. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Uganda Parliamentary Circle will hold its 19th annual general meeting and training workshop on Friday 10th November 2023, starting at 9 a.m. in the Parliamentary Conference Hall. This annual general meeting will be preceded by a free cancer screening exercise on Thursday 9th November 2023 from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. also in the same place.
Are you passionate about a healthy living and wealth generation for your household? Learn how you can easily tap wealth and health from Mother Nature using science and technology. Omukenkufu Nyanzi Julius Echuma Chiwagala Chuma has written a knowledge-packed book, Money Grows on Trees, Sente Zimera Committee. Grab your copy today at 20,000 shillings only at Prof Bioresearch Equatorial Mall, Aristoc Booklex branches, Acacia Mall, Garden City, Kampala Road, and Jumia, Uganda. Or call 0703-152-152 for deliveries. Remember, Money Grows on Trees. Sente Zimera Committee book is autographed by Omukenkufu Nyanzi Julius himself.
Welcome back. You're still watching News Tonight. The Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa, has commended the National Water and Sewerage Corporation for its service delivery. Tayebwa, who is on a field visit campaign to monitor various government projects, visited the treatment plant at Katosi in Mukono District. The Deputy Speaker was in the company of MPs representing Mukono District and the Executive Director of National Water and Sewerage Corporation, Silva Mugisha.
It is day 2 as the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa,
joined the rest of the members of Parliament to ascertain the value for money as appropriated by Parliament.
But for the other side,
Tayebwa and MPs visited Katosi Water Treatment Plant, which is under the National Water and Sewage Corporation. The plant aids in improving the living conditions of the residents in the Greater Kampala metropolitan area through the provision of safe and reliable water supply.
To understand the economics involved here, this treatment plant here was financed by all Ugandans, including those who don't have water now. So I think public policy should be geared towards using any available funds to serve those Ugandans who don't have what? Who don't have water, but who contributed to construction of a huge project like Katosi.
Despite the value addition, leaders in Mukono reveal that the connection is still limited to few areas.
We want to request government through Ministry of Energy to put us on the industrial tariff, the tariff which other industries are using, by just reason of how they conduct their business, because industries produce a product which they sell to the people. And in that way, they employ Ugandans. And that is exactly the value proposition we offer here as a national water. And secondly, if we are put at that subsidized tariff that the other industries are using, we shall be able to leverage more funds to be able to reach more Ugandans.
The Deputy Speaker, Thomas Tayebwa, commended the efforts taken by National Water and Sewage Corporation.
And now in sports, the Speaker of Parliament, Anita Amuru, has hailed former second Vice President Darius Mugoye, who died on Tuesday morning. Mugoye was honored for his dedicated service towards football and sports in general.
Of a friend we met here on Saturday.
Somber mood at the FUFA head offices in Mengo as the board of former FUFA second Vice President Darius Mugoye was being ushered in. Football lovers and stakeholders grieved the demise of Mugoye, who succumbed to illness before passing on Tuesday morning at Mengo Hospital.
She will do the viewing.
The Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable Anita Amuru, hailed Darius as a man who dedicated his entire life for football, and the country will greatly miss him.
We are mourning Darius. We will miss Darius as a family. I know Darius has been a pillar to Engineer Moses Magogo, who is my husband, and he has been very instrumental, too instrumental to him. Even when you ask Engineer how his office, he will say Darius is working.
The Minister for Sports, Ogwang Peter, maintained how Darius stood against all odds in the promotion of youth football, nurturing talent, as well as the promotion of youth.
Mugoye, one characteristic, very humble, respectful. That's the Mugoye I know the time I have known him. Number two, Mugoye knew the hierarchy of power and authority. That is the Mugoye I have known the time I have known him.
Serving football from the reign of Lawrence Mulindwa, Mugoye was instrumental in the recent Pamoja bid, where Uganda won to co-host the tournament alongside Kenya and Tanzania. Mugoye served as the proprietor of the lower division side St. Mary's New Hope FC that competes in lower division, a team that is affiliated to St. Mary's SS in Naweru, where he was the director. The untimely passing of Mr. Darius Mugoye marks a significant loss for the FUFA community and beyond. His commitment and passion for the development of football in Uganda will be remembered and cherished. Ngabo Amon, reporting for UBC TV.
Well, that does it for News Tonight. Thank you for sticking with us. Elizabeth Nakokoni on Sign Language. I am Rhoda Ngonzi. Have yourselves a lovely night.
The Right Honourable First Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for East African Affairs, Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, and the entire family of Dr. David Kantale Kazungu of Kabuche, Kamuli District, regret to announce the untimely death of a senior citizen, Dr. David Kantale Kazungu, which occurred on the 5th of November 2023 at Mulago Hospital. Informed are His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, the Vice President of Uganda, the Speaker of Parliament, the Chief Justice of Uganda, the Right Honourable Prime Minister, Honourable Ministers and Members of Parliament, Ambassadors and members of the Diplomatic Corps, all bishops of Busoga dioceses, the Katukiro of Busoga, all RDCs, LC5 chairpersons, and all local government leaders of Busoga, in-laws, relatives and friends of the Kazungu family. The late Dr. David Kantale Kazungu served Uganda in different capacities: as a member of the National Consultative Council, as a member of Parliament for Kamuli Central Constituency. He was a Minister of Rehabilitation. He was an ambassador of Uganda to France, Spain and Greece. He was a PTA chairman, Busoga College Mwiri. He was a Minister of Finance in the Chabazenga government